Interim head coach for North Texas SC, as John Gall has with the first team now, sending out a 5-3-2. 4 changes from their 2-0 victory over Sporting Kansas City. North Texas's top 2 goal scorers back in the starting lineup. Enes Sali and Tariq Scott both sitting on 7 goals this year. Mads Westergren came on as a sub last match. He'll be in the starting 11 today. And Tomas Pondeka, the former U.S. futsal national team member, also in the starting 11 for North Texas. Let's take a look at Houston's starting 11 for Coach Kenny Bundy. And for Dynamo Dos, 4 changes for them. Jordi Bourbano and Stephen Honor Giamfi both into the starting lineup. A lot to look forward to. Also, the backdrop, this is a rivalry. The Texas Derby is underway from Choctaw Stadium in Arlington, Texas. North Texas SC and Houston Dynamo Dos. This is Pedrinho. Pedrinho shot right at Xavier Valdez as he falls to his left. Moving back to their more traditional back 5, allowing for Zane and Endeli, who play in that back 5 to really make waves. This is well done by Tariq Scott. Scott shot! Scores! Tariq Scott now has the team lead in goals, and North Texas has the lead on their rivals, 1-0. Colodi off the restart, right to Tariq Scott, who just wanted to cement that victory. Bourbano's cross punched away. Korcha, and that cleared it. Signing from the Croatian First League last year. Korcha has been another important piece of the puzzle for North Texas. Rodriguez out wide to Sila. Sends down the line. Cross comes in, but it's right at Colodi. Honor Giamfi wanted it at the edge of the 6. He could have done something with it. See Enes Sali so quick as he sends this ball out wide to Pedrinho. Pedrinho, early ball was blocked. Ball bouncing to Valdez. Houston now coming the other way. Gonzalez, excellent ball. Honor Giamfi leaves it for Sargent. And the first time we hear from Michael Colodi. Cannot scurry around his defender. That looked like Jefferson Medina. And Houston does well. And Enes Sali was racing into open field. The Dynamo trying their best not to concede another goal before halftime. This is a nice ball to Honor Giamfi. Honor Giamfi around Humphrey, and a kick save by Michael Colodi. Bourbano still with it for Houston. Sousa, Awadesu, around to Kieran Sargent. Sila shoots. Not enough bite on that ball. It's about a minute and a half remaining in stoppage time. Bourbano beat Zane over the top. Jordi Bourbano is blocked away by Michael Colodi. The first time we've seen Bourbano get behind Zane. He takes one touch and then has the shot from distance. And again, allowing Colodi to see it the entire way. A lot of power behind it, so it was parried away by Colodi. Maybe some late magic brewing for the Dynamo. Ball comes in. Westergren is there. Sali goes back to Ramirez to try to start a counter. Enes Sali now speeding in possession. Nothing there. Play on from the official. Stephen Honor Giamfi was offside. coming back to receive that ball from Kieran Sargent. That has been trouble for Connor Giumpy to date. He's been a part of at least 3 offside infractions. That is the first half whistle in North Texas, as they were in their last match against SKC. Now he's leading this North Texas side that leads by a goal on top of Houston as we begin the second half. Slides down the line to Enes Sali. Sali for Tariq Scott. And Scott's shot, there is a rebound, but nobody to tap it home as Valdez did enough on that passage of play. For Houston, coming into today, 5 points out of a playoff spot with 8 games left. I asked Coach Bundy about the team's sense of urgency, and he mentioned that there's always urgency, especially with just the competitiveness of the league. His team knows what this time of the year is all about. Last season, fighting to get into the playoffs for the 2nd straight year, making it into the postseason. So the urgency is definitely there. Houston has showcased it from the jump. And the way that they've dictated possession, been on the ball, and as the half wore on, found themselves with more chances as Collodi almost makes a massive mistake. Will this turn into something for North Texas? Zane being held up. Into Anthony Ramirez. Ramirez to Pedrinho! Back-to-back matches with goals for Pedrinho. And North Texas, with a spitting image of their last match, take a 2-goal lead early in the second half. Abdul Zane rode the tackle. Now Enes Sali on the prowl, has numbers coming with him. Pedrinho takes a touch, centers it for Sali. It was behind him, he was leaning back. Could not take a clean strike. Houston will race the other way. Ball snapped out wide to Isaiah Reed. Reed, nice ball in. Extra touch, shot, not yet. And maybe should have come a little earlier from Usman Sila. Saw this a bit in the first half when Houston really got going. Gonzalez right at Collodi. 66th minute. Houston looking for something here. Outswinging ball will bounce. Sebastian Rodriguez is on it. Secondary ball comes in. Oh! There it is! Sebastian Rodriguez with a spectacular shot, and Houston is on the board. As this ball bounces, Collodi starts to step up for the secondary action, but Houston on the board in the 66th minute thanks to Sebastian Rodriguez. And there, Usman Sila not too far off as Collodi had to go down for the save. Houston can smell blood as they try to work their way all the way back into this match. It was bend but don't break in the first half. Houston had this spell of possession, had this passage of play. Collodi had multiple stops. Now Enisali for North Texas. Solly into Tariq Scott. The extra ball to Pedrinho. And the 2-goal lead back for North Texas. Pedrinho with his second goal of the day. So smooth. Enisali on the outside. Always a menace as he put this ball back to Tariq Scott. His touch around, and Pedrinho just following it up. 3 goals in the past 2 matches. Bell sends in the cross. Chested down. Shot hits the post. It was Diego Gonzalez. This ball dropped to him very kindly. Had plenty of time. And almost picked out that ball. Pedrinho has taken off the ball. Di Morelli is there, and Collodi with a huge stop late in this match. This ball squirts free to Matteo Di Morelli, and then Michael Collodi makes a massive save. We mentioned that he had a save similar in the first half. If he lets those 2 in, it's a much different match. Awadesu tries to keep control, and that's going to be a yellow card by Malik Henry Scott. That was a very crunching tackle. Houston was not going to be happy about that. And now there's some pushing and shoving. Nobody's happy. So this is when the officials have to get a hold of things. Ryan Farrell, the head referee, just trying to contain all the anguish. As you see, just a sword-like tackle right into the shin. An immediate card shown, but that wasn't going to stop the extracurriculars. In the aftermath, Malik Henry Scott, who came on, he received a yellow card immediately. We'll see who else is going to get booked. Dust has settled. Ryan Farrell trying to work things out. And Diego Gonzalez, the most important yellow right now, as he receives a second yellow and a red, and his day is done. Juan Garcia has an option, and now Orzua switches to point of attack. Zane, his shot drops for Pondeka. That'll do it. Tomas Pondeka rips the cords, and North Texas leads 4-1. Styling and profiling Mr. Pondeka has, with this switch, just completely changed the point of attack. Abdul Zane inside the box took the shot, and as it dropped for Pondeka, he knew exactly what he wanted to do. And he sent it past Xavier Valdez. This one is complete. North Texas with a dominant victory in this edition of the Texas Derby. The final 4-1.